we got to get through the hot. Man, it's hot here. I'm red. I'm very red. I spent about 6 or so hours out there finishing up the yard work. So I got the red, really, really red. And then I just went and shaved up because I was covered in dirt from all the work and stuff, and I was red, so I just shaved up. And now I'm relaxing. A lot of work to do. Here, let's turn this off and turn the light down so I can enjoy the baseball game a little bit more. It's Cameron Aggies and the Eastern New Mexico Greyhounds. I don't know what town in Oklahoma they be at. I'm not sure. I'll have to look it up. Oklahoma Christian, is that in Lawton? I think they're in Lawton. And Lawton, last I checked, was like 80,000, so about 100,000 people. That's a bigger town. I don't know where Cameron at, but I don't think they're in Lawton, but we'll find out later. Kingsville is down near Edinburgh, it said. So it's down near Rio Grande Valley. I did not know that. I didn't know they were down on the river. I know Laredo. I know where Laredo is. I know where International is at. I know where San Angelo's at. I know, that Permian's in Odessa. The university itself's in Odessa, but they have a campus in Midland. I guess they said St. Edwards is in Austin. Dallas Baptist, obviously, in Dallas. That's where Texas Women's College is at. Dallas, UT Dallas Comets, that's also in Dallas. Yeah. St. Mary's is in San Antonio. What other Texas teams are up on the board there? I know where Sul Ross is in Alpine. They have their baseball stadium is better than New Mexico State's. Yeah. They have nice facilities at Alpine. It's weird, Cameron. You got this little bleacher back there. Just a little bench bleacher right behind there. Oh, there looks like there might be one on each side of that thing too. But Alpines, it looks a little older, but it was nice. It was nicely built. It's green with the bleacher seats in it, and everybody, and it's got the covering for the shade. And yeah, it's a nice little. They got a nice little stadium. Yeah, nice facilities at Sul Ross. Their football facilities are a little bigger and nicer, and they got the Pete Gioga Center is nice, and they got it's tripped me out. I'm trying to see. Hold up. Oh, it's tomorrow, isn't it? It is. Yeah, tomorrow is the Mustang girls are playing softball at Sul Ross. So. They got runners on first and second. Okay, I'm looking at watching the game. Watching the Hounds and the Aggies. I was hoping Stangs would beat the Roadrunner, but they didn't. Lubbock Christian beat them by 4. And tomorrow, I'm going to try. I'm going to look. I think I'm pretty sure that the Midwestern game is audio only. Typically it is. Sometimes I've gotten them where they actually have video. When they played, who was it? I think I watched them play Kingsville, and I also watched them, I think, play Cameron or whatever. But I got a video a couple of times. But a lot of times I'll go watch it, and it's audio only. But we'll find out. Maybe they'll have video later. Who knows? But, yeah, just passing the time. Oh, good bunt. He just loaded him up. Okay. Okay. No, they got him on the. Okay, he didn't load it up. They got him at first. but he did advance runners to second, third. Okay. So tired. Yeah. It's only makes sense that I'm tired. This is we're still in full mode genocidal operations. Kill the workforce and replace them with robots, and so yeah, it only makes sense that the 13th 22nd Redeemer rabbinic prophecy is tired. I'm tired. Yeah, it's depressing. Suzuki is anything. Yeah, I'm fine. Nah, it's getting warmer here. I'll get my son, and we'll. I couldn't do exercises when I was so depressed because they're mass murdering people, and no one really famous and/or important really gives a shit. So, yeah. Oh, they think they do. They're assholes. They're just fucking assholes. There's just you can't really. It's how do I explain it? What the hell just happened? Kid hit a long fly ball. Both the kids ran into the home plate. Nobody scored. There's one out. And the Aggies ran off the field. Did they double up somebody somehow? Somebody must have not properly tagged up or something. And so they called one of the runners out. So it was a long fly ball. That must be it. That's the only thing I could think of. Umps is talking. Okay, strange. But yeah, I was out there working on the orchard, and Rockefeller monitored my conversations, obviously, and he knows most of you and your physical selves, better than I do. When I talk to people, I talk to them eternally, and he's like, hope springs eternally in that kid. But he's like, Parsons is a good person, but these people are just shitheads. All they ever do is whine to Jesus over what they want, and every time when they pray to Jesus, it's like negotiations. Yeah. They're always negotiating with him. Well, if I do this, what will I get? Well, yeah, it's always that one. Okay. Parsons, give me the strength to get through the next day to get us to your commands so the children can live the Lord's Prayer. That's Parsons. Okay. That's the 13th, 22nd Redeemer. That's the guy who's like the one who's most like Adam, David, Jesus, John. Help you guys, give me strength and help me through this so we can get to live in the Lord's Prayer in wider ways, so the kids can, be born into the kingdom of heaven instead of eternal wretchedness, right? That's Parsons, okay? Everybody else, what am I going to get out of this, Jesus? Well, Jesus, and then they beg to him for, they do selfish stuff, and then they beg to him to help, and then he helps, and then they tell, oh, Jesus got me lots of money. And it's like, if you win the lottery and it made your life more comfortable for 20 years, okay, then my life, it wasn't God who gave you the money to make your life more comfortable for 20 years. It was David Rockefeller. Okay. But David Rockefeller loves you better because he gave you lottery money. Oh, and that happens, I'm like, good. It's hard the way these people live. So give them the lottery money so they can be more comfortable, or their lives would be even more miserable. And that's just the way Parsons is. Well, why didn't you give me lottery money? Because the fuck for the buck stops here. So I'm the Messiah, right? So, I protect people from sin. Like, these people around here, well, why doesn't he go to the doctor and get on disability so he can get money to buy himself a trailer and be prepared, to go to the mountains in the future? Why doesn't he do stuff like that? Why doesn't he prepare himself for that kind of stuff? So, get taxpayer dollars for disability because the military poisoned me, because they wouldn't stand up for the Lord's Prayer with me. And I turned them down twice to join the Temple Set Illuminati, because that's the organization that tortures people over money. I don't understand you guys at all. I mean, you think, but I'm like, where is it? Okay. I told them all, I told the temple side, no, I said, no, I'm all in on the Lord's Prayer. All or nothing at all. See, I don't have no plans. Okay. I don't worry about living and I don't worry about dying. It all takes care of itself. I just live to the best of my ability, surrounded by the worst jack and hoe, sorry ass motherfuckers think everybody Rockefeller money's more real than the commands of Jesus Christ that ever lived. And they've had me on social media for June 2009. This June 2026. That's going to be 17 fucking years. Okay. 17 fucking years. More than Krum Yorgev Favre's been dancing around on this planet. You fuckers have been ignoring the Lord's Prayer and saying, Jesus, give us money. What do I get out of this if I do this, Jesus? Post it on YouTube. You'll make lots of money from little peckerwoods on the pussy plantation. They all say it's a miracle. It's a miracle. It's a miracle. It's a miracle. Yeah. Every day is like survival. You're my lover, not my rival. But if you got lots of money, you got more lovers. Money. What's that? God bless the child. Anybody else like Billie? I like Billie Holiday. Reminds me, I gotta go up in there tonight and load up some songs on my MP3. I need Wes Montgomery. I don't got no Wes Montgomery at all. I gave all my Wes Montgomery CDs to Pat. I ain't got Tequila. I think, I might have Eleanor Rigby. Boom, 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 boom. His is better than the Beatles. Doom, boom, boom, boom. It's instrumental. It's not. It just. Oh, Wes Montgomery's Eleanor Rigby's the best. So is his Wendy. Boom, 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 boom. It's the thumb, yo. Yeah, I like Wendy. Patrick likes Tequila. He's got both albums. I gave him both albums because he loved them so much as a kid. Like A Day in the Life, and what was it? It was like a compilation thing that had Tequila on it and other songs. And, he loved Wes Montgomery. Wes Montgomery was one of his favorites, And I gave it to him. Dad, are you sure? Yeah, it's the Wes Montgomery CDs. Okay, you can have them. It was a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away. But I gave him, here, take these. The rest of the kids don't seem to appreciate him the way you do. So I think I gave him my Coltrane's too. Because Giant Steps was one of his favorite albums. Yeah. Anybody else like Giant Steps? Yeah. His favorite, Seduce Song Flute. Yeah. Good song. Yeah, it's a real good song. Yeah. Patrick. Nah, I don't. Guys, life's eternal and grace is infinite. If you stay mad at people for treating you like shit because they want money to enjoy life from the devil, see, there are people that think they're right, all right? And there are people that know they are right. And people that think they're right don't want the people that know they are right to be right, right? A lot of motherfuckers think they're right. I'm sure if I get this thing fixed properly, that it will work properly, and I will be one of the most decorated millionaires and billionaires in the history of millionaires and billionaires. I will put a camera on a pole to make sure that your high-end real estate in the mountains will not burn. Okay, what else are you going to do with that technology? Make sure that, so it's fucked. They had the guy on the thing, well, the drones, the drug cartel people ain't got to play by any rules with them there drones. So they could do real bad things to people. People they don't like, right. People that get in the way of their business, right. Or people that promote their business, or people that they want to take business from. How does that all work? I think most people in El Paso are like, what if they hit a plane and it goes up? But a bunch of rich people died in a plane. Most people in El Paso don't care. Most people in El Paso don't fly. They're too poor. Oh, look at all the lonely people. So you just got to understand how these people work. All they care about is, Okay, Jesus, if I do this, what are you going to give me? Give me, you're a man after midnight. Hey, isn't that an ABBA song? Yes, it is. Me, just, help me do what I got to do. So, where instead of us being another day lost in hell, another step closer to heaven, just help me through. One day at a time, sweet Jesus. I'm just a woman. I'm only human. Didn't they say that? What's his face worked that? Chris Christopherson. Did he write that one, or did he just? He didn't write. He wrote. He wrote. I think he did. I think he wrote that one too, and he also wrote, "Why me, Lord? What have I ever done to deserve even one?" It's like God gave you life. I just told you live the Lord's Prayer. Instead, you went to the Ivy League, got your degree, and then became a movie star, writing sad songs about being drunk and high. And I guess that's what happens if you disobey the Lord's Prayer and go to an Ivy League school. Okay. Love, soft as an easy. Paul Williams wrote that. Yeah. Babs wrote the music and the melody. Yeah. Barbra Streisand wrote the music and the melody to Love, soft as an easy chair. Love, fresh as the morning air. Love, ageless and evergreen, seldom seen by two. You and I can make each night a first, every day a new beginning. Spirits rise and the dance is unrehearsed. Yeah, Paul Williams wrote that. Yeah, he writes really good lyrics, man. He wrote The Rainbow Connection. He wrote Out in the Country by the Three Dog Nights, man. He also wrote the Carpenters, White Lace and Promises. The one that, Carl Weathers sings on the Happy Gilmores and shit. Yeah. A kiss for luck and we're on our way. We've only begun, and for the rising sun, we smile so much of life ahead. Paul Williams wrote that. I like him. He writes good songs. He does. Before the breathing air is gone, before the sun is just a bright spot in the nighttime. Yeah, I tell you, I stand alone and take back something worth remembering. Boom. You haven't heard that one? Three Dog Night. Out in the country. Yeah. It's not Canned Heat going out in the country. Canned Heat's going to the country is actually a black. The original version is better. I'm going to the country. Canned Heat makes you kind of laugh the way the guy sings it. It's like, I'm going to the country. Tell me you want to go. I'm going to the country. Tell me. And he sound like that. Just like I'm sounding right now. Yeah. It became a real popular song in the 60s for Canned Heat. Here stops we know gonna drink it. I'm going where the water tastes like wine. I'm going where, and you're like sitting there thinking, maybe they could have came up with a better lead singer, but it works. But you hear the original. It's a black man who speaks in a diction that's real hard to understand. And I'm going country. I'm gonna go. That woman got me mad on the hole. I'm going to a country, how do you know how to go? What did he say? I don't know. I was just, Oh, I don't know what Rigoletto means either. Or fule, fucila, cha cha. I don't know what they say, and I don't speak Italian. Like I don't speak Geechee neither. Okay. Like me and Brian Hall, the pretty good. She was so pretty. There's this Geechee lady from South Carolina, obviously, because she Geechee, right? And she was real kind and real pretty and real sweet, right? And I always hung out with Brian and everybody. Oh, he's engaged to this fine-looking red-bone girl back in Arizona that cheat on him, and so she was always real nice to me and stuff. And I would sit there and Brian, Ralph, and I was like, I'm engaged to law. I can't, She fine. Yeah, but we sat there one day, like I told you, it was funny. She'd be saying something to us, and we both, we grinning, and we went to go sit down. I said, we really need to talk to Sergeant Gauze and learn some Geechee. Why? Because she could have just said that we're going to go back and fuck each other in the ass till we can't walk in the dorm room, and we both grinned and smiled and shook our heads. And Brian's like, Raph, it's true. So, because I know. I mean, when you talking to people, and they being kind to you and they're being, you know what I mean? It behooves you to learn Geechee, yo. I'm going where the water tastes like wine. I'm going where the water gonna drink it, stay drunk all the time. When it stops, we will know where we would up as we will go. We might even leave the USA. I mean, I understand that, dude, but in the original version is like, what he be saying? If you're looking for a lover, man, you look upon the right one. Well, how come it don't sound like that? No, it's just Mr. Loverman, Shabba, Mr. Love. If you're looking for a lover man, you look upon the right one. You're looking for a lover man, you look upon We had to ask Don Griffin, who was from Jamaica. What Shabba Ranks be saying here, bro? I don't know. The rest of the Geechee, we understood Gregory Isaacs perfectly. We understood, and he's from Jamaica. Gregory Isaacs perfectly. Who else did we have that we understand? He from Jamaica, and we understand all the words he say in the song. The rest of it, we listened to Steel Pulse, Oswald, and Maxi Priest, but them all from England and not from Jamaica. But what other Jamaican artists in reggae did we know? We had well, of course, I had a foundation. I could understand the Old Brothers, and I had Earth Messengers, and I had, Donovan. I knew what Donovan was saying. Oh yeah, he's my dog, man. I like Donovan, man. Yeah. The use of them today, they're like, you mama say, look out. You don't know when they will explode. Hey boy, just leave the area. Identify yourself before we catch a murder. Catch a murder. It's a good song. You ever heard it? No? The use of them today, they're like, you mama. I think they've always been like that. Yeah. They had the thing on there about, violence and dating and stuff. It's like, yeah, it's teenagers. Have you ever heard teenage love songs and stuff like that? Why does the world keep on shining? Why does it just don't they know it's the end of the world? I mean, seriously. How many? Nida mía no quiero saber. Each night I ask the stars up above, why must I be a teenager? You think I'm wasting my time, but it's my time. You're still a young man, baby. Ooh. No, when kids, and it's very real. I remember when the little diary thing I had here with Natalie Michelle Parsons, and I love you so much. I will never forget you. Your big, strong hands take yours and mine and make me feel so feminine and so protected and soft and loving. And she was so cute. I'm like, she's so cute. It's my raised her. She's a sweetie pie. Yeah. So you couldn't want to help but protect her from all the perverts in the military. I'm a rocket scientist and you're a liar. And I had a beautiful young man tell me, he goes, these people don't care, Dad. They don't care. They'll use young people to their own political ends and means. They don't care if they don't care if they're like, Moses Conti told me, they don't care if they are murdered or if they are raped or made pregnant by a rapist. They don't care. I don't understand you Americans. Never, ever would I ever let my sister or my mother go anywhere unaccompanied. Some man could rape her. I could murder her. He just didn't understand. It wasn't encloisement. It was just, no, you can't go there. That's a bad place. I'll go with you. Right? Never, ever would I do that. I don't understand. I met a man from Liberia, you see, and he had trouble understanding American culture and their lack of respect for protection of women because they're who we live through. Right? Sometimes people go, they're from a backwards culture where they're very sexist. And then when he explained it, you're like, oh my gosh, that's so beautiful. Where'd you get the cool, cool water? Well, the good Lord gave this water to me. And it was not from the well. Okay. In the river and the mountain. Well, these days we'll get back to cool water in the rivers and the mountains. Because we'll park all our cars, bars, and rowers and not try to keep each other safe with our surveillance equipment and our drones, but we'll keep each other safe with our humble capacity to understand and live the Gospels. There you go. I'm a dreamer. I'm a dreamer, baby. So, I'm not worried about living and or dying. I live. Dying takes care of itself. And life is what you do if you're worried about dying and you run around, you get addicted to the hustle. Yeah, he told me that in the backyard. He's like, no, have you noticed the way the gangbangers and all that, and they get them together like the 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 Ku Klux Klanners and the Black Panther Party, and they all get along because they all think alike. That's because they're all addicted to the hustle, Parsons. Oh shit! They feel powerful when they're manipulating people, and being able to manipulate. They're all addicted to the hustle. Van McCoy, help us! Do the hustle. Boom, boom, boom. And I'm like, yeah, I get it. I understand. They're addicted to the hustle. They are. And it's wrong to be addicted to hustle. Making something out of nothing. You're given life by the glory of God. And when you obey the perfect commands of the Messiah, you don't have to be, I'm a hustler, baby, right? I'm your pusher, baby. That's Curtis Mayfield. Yeah, Superfly. Okay, guys, I love you very much. We will talk later. Well, I will talk to you. You will listen like shit. I will listen to you, and I will talk to you. You will listen like shit. I will listen to you. I will talk to you. You will listen like shit until I get your technology working legit. So when will it ever stop? I don't know. Ice, ice, baby. Oh, boom, 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 boom. Under pressure. No man has more. Okay, guys, I love you, all right? Peace out, man.